I almost forgot you guys. Let's go. We got some bench today. I'm not looking forward to it. I think I fucked up. So last week I went to 315. Hold on. Oh. Woo, like that. Oh. So I think I fucked up. Last week I went to 315. Oh, sorry, I got some bench today. And today I'm crazy sore. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to 315 for 2, or I guess it's supposed to be 320. 320 for 2, RP 8, which I kind of full sended yesterday, or last week, shouldn't have. So we're gonna see how this is gonna fly down. I'm also incredibly late today. I just did not want to wake up. But guys, we are 5 weeks out. Super excited, looking forward to it. See how strong I get. I strongly believe, I think my bench is gonna be the one that's gonna blow up. I don't feel like I've made as much progress as I want on my squats and deads, but I just have to get a certain amount of kgs. Certain amount of kgs these next couple competitions. And yeah, so let's hope that I'm able to at least get like I'm hoping a 340 bench would be huge for me. So let's hope that I can get that. And I might only be able to get like a 505 squat again, maybe a 610 dead, but whatever, we'll see what happens. All right, let's go. Oh, today's an interesting day. I'm training somebody new at work. He's gonna replace me. And then I gotta try to squeeze in this lift. Yeah, lots happening. You know what's annoying? When you start driving to work and then the radio tells you, well, there's a police investigation right down the street that you have to go. So expect traffic delays. Crazy, man. Crazy. All right, let's catch you up on some things though. So when we were moving, I broke a trailer. Then I had to get said trailer fixed. How I broke the trailer is I drive a truck, but I hardly ever rock out with a trailer. So I decided to borrow a trailer to help with the move, and when I was trying to reverse it, it bounced off my trailer hitch and bent the trailer tongue. So no longer usable. We did load that into a U-Haul to get it back to the house to try to work on it. Back to the new house. Didn't work. So on Saturday, I spent the day going to U-Haul, picking up another trailer to load said trailer on, to drive it to my boy's place. Then I had to return the other trailer before 5, drive all the way back to my boy's shop, pick up the now fixed trailer, drive my son to the other end of town to drop him off to his mom's, and then drive all the way back. So I got a lot of driving time with the trailer. Within this, I can half reverse a trailer now. But the trailer's still around, so I think I'm gonna keep practicing because it's handy to know how to use. To me anyways, I'm like half a country boy, half a city boy. So we just wanna know enough about something. That's one thing that I always try to do, is I always try to make sure that I know something about something, and that's it. Anyways, I did anyways again, man. I'm just rambling. I'm trying to learn how to talk to a camera. I'm trying to learn how to better story tell. I'm trying to learn all this stuff to make my vlogging experience more immersed from you guys. For you guys. By us. For us, by us. FUBU. You guys remember that? Alright, well let me focus on the road and... All right, so started onboarding the new guy. Now we are going to mix some potions here. And we're gonna go hit some bench, see if I can get up to 320 for a set of 2. That's the goal, that's the goal. I'm not feeling too tired just yet. So let's see what happens. I'm obviously gonna change out of my Spider-Man t-shirt because with great power comes great responsibility. I'm gonna put on my cardio t-shirt that I wore this morning. Hopefully it's a little bit more dry. So 1 scoop of pre, 1 scoop of creatine before I work out. And then shake it all up and back to the rice cakes and honey. So we're gonna crush this little pre-workout meal and then gross, go get warmed up. So got essentials there and then hopefully provincials in September and then
Is it all 3 lifts or?
Yeah. I could have chose for provincials just to do 1 lift, but I'm like, why am I here then?
Yeah.
Like, I gotta drive all the way out to Toronto, so might as well.
Provincials, you could have picked any, or is it 1 lift closer?
So because I'm trying to qualify for nationals, it would just have to be, I just have to do provincials, so I could have just did 1 lift.
Okay.
But I'm like, I'm too new to just like have that kind of like energy. Like, let me just pull up and only do 1 lift. So I'll do all 3 to get more experience and then go from there.
Okay.
Because like the 1 lift that, excuse me, if you were just gonna choose 1 lift, it would have to be bench.
Okay, that's what happened.
Yeah, and I suck at fucking bench, so yeah.
Push, 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 go, all up.
Oh. I should have taken that one. I shouldn't have taken it. I should have just stick with 315. The problem with this, in a gym like this, there's no like 0.5s, it's 2.5. I feel like 315 would have still been too easy. That was a little bit more of a grind than I needed. I didn't need all that, but we still got it done. That is a rep PR for me. The first one went fantastic. There was like a little like beep in my hip, in my leg, but that was totally fine. And then the second one, I knew going down that it was gonna be a fucking grind, but we still went for it anyways. It went. So yeah, let's knock this down by 10% and we got 2 more sets of 3, or 2 more sets of 2. Cool. All right, so that workout went, it's pretty good. Yeah, that was much heavier than expected. I probably shouldn't have went for it. I should have just stayed at 315, but such is life, and we did it. My coach might be a little upset, but it's okay. This is the last heavy day of this block. We'll see what ends up happening. Moving into the next 4 weeks after this. Probably just singles, hopefully just singles. Oh, I can't wait for singles. I'm generally pretty happy with that. That is a PR, a rep PR. So, and my butt didn't lift
that much, and I don't think the bar path, I'll have to go back and watch it, but I don't think the bar path went back down, so I think we could probably call that like 2 green lights or 2 white lights. So pretty excited about that. Bench has been one of those relationships for me that just haven't necessarily always gone my way. When I first started training back when I was 25, I'm 40 now, back when I was 25, I went to a college gym and I could never get a bench press. So I learned how to squat, I learned how to deadlift and curls and shoulder presses, because I could never get a bench. Benches were always taken. And then as I got into other gyms, I was able to start practicing bench. So my bench was always so far behind, but then I also just never wanted to be a gym bro that only ever trained chest and arms. When I was in bodybuilding, I didn't really push my bench press as much. I was always doing dumbbells, just obviously trying to grow the chest. So here we are now. Here we are now, like 15, 20 years down the road, 15 years, 25, 40, yeah, 15 years down the road trying to figure out how to bench press. So it's a little bit further behind than I would like, but this is the way life is, such is life. And we're just trying to get better at it, trying to move forward. That's why I keep saying I'm in my bench era. If you guys have any questions on how to, get better, just let me know. Or if you have any tips for bench, also put that in the comments.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a light for this. Oh, I think I just scratched the side of my truck. Oh, well, I think I'm gonna get a light for this. We got deadlifts today, pretty heavy. I think I gotta go for 565 or 575 double. That's my top end, which I feel pretty good. I feel like I can get this done. And that's really what matters, because we got goals out here.
I also realized that one of my biggest things, so my favorite superhero is Spider-Man. Now that they have the Miles Morales out here, oof, yo, him and them Jordans just slaps differently. Also, we are trying to set up my podcast area in the basement so I can shoot some more of my Better Than Yesterday content or whatnot. And I really like, so we went to HomeSense yesterday and found a Spider-Man picture. I ended up putting the Spider-Man picture back because it's not what I was looking for. So I've just been like on Pinterest just looking for different ideas, and I came across the Leap of Faith Miles Morales picture. It's one of the greatest scenes shot in animation movies. Cinema. Let's go with cinema. If you don't know what it is, just click, just search Leap of Faith Spider-Man, and it's just gonna pop up everywhere. And really what it is and what it means to me is you finally finding who you are, or you know who you want to be. So you just got to jump in there and do it and become that person. Very much what I'm trying to do here with chasing 700 kg, with trying to make it to Worlds as a Masters lifter. This is everything that I'm trying to do currently, and also with the Better Than Yesterday, and just trying to get people to excuse me, to obviously be better and find out who they really are. All these things is what I want, and that just resonates with me. So when I was watching it yesterday, there was a tear and goosebumps on my arm, and I'm like, yo, you know what? This might be it. This might very much be it. And that's, let's talk about that today, is taking that leap of faith. When I was like 24, 25, I got diagnosed with gout. And the doctor was like, oh, you should either get into the gym, get into fitness, or, you know, take medication for the rest of your life. He did say, like, I'm going to take medication for the rest of my life. And I was like, nah, I could beat this. So that's what I did. I beat it. I got into the gym and I started training every day. When I first started, I started 7 days a week, nonstop. I built all the stuff in my basement, outgrew that, went to the gym, as I was kind of explaining to you guys, I think, in the last video. And with that came this, what you see now. And I was like, I don't think I'm very big. I don't think I'm that X, Y, and Z. I started bodybuilding. I very much thought in my head, because I always watched Arnold, like he would bodybuild and he would powerlift. So I thought you had to look good and be strong. So when I finally got a coach, my coach was like, nah, like bodybuilding is its own thing, powerlifting is its own thing. And I was like, ew, boring. Anyways, I did bodybuilding for a little while. I ended up retiring in 2019 from doing it from 2013 all the way to 2019. I had some ups and downs, some wins, some losses. My feelings on that for another video. But, you know, when 2019 happened, or throughout my bodybuilding career, I always just wanted to lift heavy. I wanted to power lift. I wanted to go into strongman. I wanted to be a strongman. Then I quickly realized, I did a strongman program and I was like, it doesn't really have everything that I want in it. But also I realized that everybody that was a strongman was like 6'7", and like 400 pounds. That is not doable for me, as I'm 5'10", short kings. And so I very much went into powerlifting. I tried my first powerlifting program, which was Lane Norton's PH3. That was a fire program, man. Like I ran that program, I think 3 times. I ran that program into my first powerlifting meet. So just to think about it, right? Like I've been thinking about powerlifting since 2013, 2014, and I started in 2025 because my girl was like, yeah, you're annoying, and then just booked me my first comp. And here we are trying to chase goal. But to be honest, everything that I do or put myself into, I always want to try to get to the highest level possible. And this is the new goal for me. So I just wanted to let you guys know that story and why I do the things that I do, or why I am the way I am. And also, like, I'm a master's lifter. I'm 40 years old. A lot of people quit. There's like a saying somewhere that like at like the age of 30, 90% of humans will never run again. 35, like hold on, I'm saying that wrong. So yeah, 90% of humans will never run again, and at like 98%, no one will ever sprint again, or some shit like that. And it's true. You very much, like, once you hit 30, you're just like, a lot of shit isn't just that important anymore. And I'm out here like, nah, that shit is still important, man. Maybe not running for me, but if I have to, I will. Like, running just straight lines or in a circle, not that fun for me. But if you put me on a football field, hell yeah, I'm gonna cook it. And that's just how we are. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this drive, get to the gym. I'm gonna do some cardio. I'm 217 this morning, which is great. I'm gonna do some cardio because I just feel like when I'm lifting, I'm getting a little bit more fatigued as I'm getting older. And we want to try to stay youthful out here. So I'm gonna try to hit some cardio, and then I'll eat. I'm training a new guy at work, so train him, and then definitely try to hit some deadlifts. I'm hoping for, right now it's 735. I'm hoping for, let's say 11:45 start. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Oh, I don't even have time for cardio. I have a client at 8. Oh man, what time am I gonna make it to the gym at? Hold on, let me put my work, 33 minutes. Oh, I'll be making there just a bit late. Shit. Anyways, all right, cheerio. So it's like 2 o'clock. I did not train at 11, which is fine. So we're gonna hit some pre-workout. We're gonna go get warmed up, and we're gonna try to hit some deadlifts. I think I can almost pull. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm not gonna. Yeah, let's go.
Because for me, I still think.
Could you imagine how many people get injured from just picking up a bag of groceries? You know, and also if you're
Because it all depends on what you're training for. If it's just for functionality and for existing, yeah, you don't need to chase anything higher than that. But when you do pick up 225 on a deadlift, like, you're gonna get fucking.
Yo, those daddies moved. Those daddies fucking moved. Here we are. And you know what, to be fair, coming into this, I haven't really been feeling deadlifts too much. But they moved. 575 for 2. Now, I attempted this a few months ago, and all the weights fell off. I don't know if you guys remember. All the weights fell off on one side. So since that, I haven't really been feeling like I had it, because I tried a few times and I just kept failing. Now I got this. Yo, deadlifts might just blow up in 5 weeks from now. Woof. Killing it, feeling good. Also, I think because I'm training a little bit later, it's making things a little bit easier. Today, started around 2:30, and this is closer to the time that I'm gonna be competing in 5 weeks. So I think this is beneficial to me to train a little bit later in the day. Anyways, let's go bang out these drop downs and get out of here. I was supposed to squat today, which wasn't supposed to be too bad. It was like 3 sets of 3 at 80%, so it would have been like 405. Now, I forgot my knee sleeves. So what I'm gonna do, because I can't miss a squat day. Definitely not this guy. So I'm gonna squat tomorrow. This is all gonna work out, watch. So tomorrow's supposed to be my rest day. I'm gonna squat and complete the rest of this workout tomorrow because I have a client right now. Then I'm going to do rest day Thursday, then I'll do my secondary bench Friday, and then I'll squat again on Saturday. My girl's out of town, so I'll be squatting again Saturday. So I'm just gonna move everything by one day because of all these F-ups, and we're gonna be back to regular schedule. So yeah, I may film my squats. No, you know what? I'm gonna sign off here. This is good enough. Today's workout went great. I hit the 575. Now the last time I hit 575 or attempted it for 2, the weights fell off. I got it. I readjusted the weights and I got it, and I'm super excited about it. Everything's looking forward, everything's looking up, and that's definitely what I want. 5 weeks out, we want things to keep going up. Yeah, and so far with the bench and the deadlifts, everything's looking great. I don't think I have a heavy squat session this week, which is great. My body needs some time to like recover. But yeah, man, we ramping up, and I'm here for it. I'm getting so excited to step on the platform again and to compete again. Because better than yesterday, one small step, one new habit is all that really matters. So keep working at it. So until next time, live well, lift well, my friends.